Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. We provide fan-oriented and analytic discussions on a variety of animated shows, movies, and anime, currently featuring Steven Universe, Miraculous Ladybug, New Powerpuff Girls, Star vs. the Force of Evil, and Ruby. I'm Dylan Hysen, and today I'm joined by Delaney Stovall.
Hey, y'all.
Sam Quattro.
Hello.
And Justin Cummings.
Hello.
Today, Delaney, Sam, Justin, and I, Packed House, will be discussing songs, part 2, our second Steven Universe Roundtable about songs. We already did one, I forgot about that. But this time we have a whole new year of songs to discuss. So all the 2016 Steven Universe songs and how they fit into the canon, the annals of the Steven Universe top songs. We'll go through all of them. We'll maybe do rankings. We'll see about that. But yeah, a lot of looking back on the songs of Steven Universe of 2016 is this roundtable. Also probably our last roundtable of 2016. So there you go. Check out all our Steven Universe roundtables and discussions on other shows at overlyanimated.com. And you can search for the Overly Animated Podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, your other favorite podcatcher. I'll talk about upcoming podcasts at the end. We got some interesting stuff upcoming, but let's get right into this. So I've been referring to this this list from Steven Universe Wikia category songs. It's like the category page for their songs. It lists the dates, so like we can know which are from this year. So I assume if you Google like Steven Universe Wikia songs, then you'll get this. And so I linked that to these guys, and they've been looking over it. And I want to go like, what's your thoughts looking at this list, Delaney?
Well, it's, we've had a lot of episodes this year, and it was, and there's been some amazing songs, and you're looking at the list, it's like, wow, all of these songs were this year. And of course, we've had episodes in weird order, like in weird, sections. We had like a whole summer of Steven. I mean, it's a pretty solid song list. There's a few that I had forgotten about because I didn't care about, but that happens sometimes. There's a lot of Greg songs, which I love Greg, but they're like, meh, they're not as great as some of the other songs that we've gotten this year. It's kind of some of the songs are rehashes too. Pretty solid though.
Solid
we definitely have some top contenders that compete with Do It For Her, songs that we've gotten in the past. So we definitely got some contenders for like best ever Steven Universe songs this year.
Yeah, and we'll get into that. I guess our early hot take of a preview to come. I think this is the strongest Greg song year, I would say.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
There's my hot take. Okay. Justin, co-sign that?
I will fight and say 2015 is better for Greg.
Okay, not that. Okay, what Delaney said. What Delaney said, not what I said. Yeah.
Okay, I would say that 2016 is a bold claim, is the best year for Steven Universe songs as a whole, and it's a tough toss-up between that and 2015. But I think as a whole, we got some really good songs this year, and I think the high points are right up there with the highs of 2015, but the lows are still higher than some of the low points. So I think 2016, they really started honing in. We saw a lot less throwaway songs. We still got a couple, but they were in spots that made sense. And I think they really started honing in on when they use songs, and they made this year really stand out.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I was remaking my top 10 songs list, and this year doesn't necessarily have number 1 or number 2, but what I did think it have is like a high quantity of songs. I think they've raised their floor on the average song. Like
Great, we also had a fully musical episode, so that was like going to
so
happen
that's
anyway.
we should. How did we go 5 minutes then?
But that's where some of them are the throwaway though, is in that musical episode.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna put Like a Burger on their top 10,
right?
But we got one Like a Burger as opposed to like look at season 1 stuff where we had Hey Mr. Postman, the serious song, the birthday song, Fishing for Compliments, Steven Tag song, songs that don't even have real names, like almost every other episode.
I think Like a Burger is like even fine, and that might be one of the worst this year, right? And I still think it's fine and interesting. Basically I think they're getting better at their placement of these songs into episodes.
They kept us waiting. Like we were like, hey, when's the next great song going to happen? And they kept us waiting.
Yeah, they've been spacing them out more, and they've been better when they. Do you disagree with that, Sam?
I do. I don't think 2016 was a good year.
Not
Hot
as
take.
It doesn't live up to the Sworn to the Sword year that was last year.
I feel like they found a formula, especially with the Greg songs. They found a formula, and I feel like a lot of the songs are just cookie cutter, the same stuff over and over again, and I don't really feel excited when they're songs anymore because I know it's just going to be like the same sort of thing over and over and over again, and I don't know. It's getting kind of old, to be
Okay,
honest with you.
I'll fight that
No,
because
let me close that. You can give the counterpoint. Let me back up what Sam's saying here, because I think that's another really interesting point. Right into the high level discussion here. Good job, guys. I think I think look at the prominent songs from this year. I think they're all kind of molds of old songs.
Exactly.
I think that every Greg song is kind of in the Greg song mold. We've fallen into this pre-story kind of thing and I love the ones that we've had, but they are kind of the same.
Well, they built it into the show too. Like every time he tells a story,
Yeah.
Steven's like, "You have to sing me a song."
And they parody it, but it's also
Yeah.
not, they're still doing it over and over,
Well, it's also, we're in season 4, and like that's part of the, bread and butter of this show is we have songs. If we're going to get tired of it, it's the same like people
Right.
doing the songs.
They're not necessarily.
What if I want a different kind of bread, Delaney? What if I want
Well, that's fine.
pumpernickel?
That's fine. No, I agree with you, Sam. Like I understand why you're getting tired of it because it's the same people doing these songs. It's the same people writing them, and of course they're going to get kind of boring. It's like when your favorite artist releases 2 albums, and you're like, this is the same thing. You didn't change at all. So I think what Sam has to say has a lot of you can get tired of it. I mean,
Exactly.
they sing in it, so I think that's fair.
And
musical evolution is what I kind of want, and I don't feel like reading.
And one last point on that is I think that we'll see if other people agree, but I think the best song this year, "It's Over, Isn't It?" by Pearl and Mr. Greg, is just a rehash of "Strong in the Real Way." So I think that's something that's a big component of that argument. I have counterpoints, but let's see what Justin has to say about this.
I feel like part of this is the pacing, because yes, it's tradition. We have the Greg song at the beginning of the Greg episodes. We get one per season. Let's look at what happened this year. Yes, Mr. Greg was kind of like the additional second one of that season, but we still had one flashback episode. It just happened to coincide near the next flashback because we got an entire season in 2 months. Had the seasons aired in a better way, we wouldn't be tired of Greg songs because we wouldn't have gotten 5 in the last half a year. They're still at the same pace they were at the beginning. They haven't gotten more.
So just in saying more episodes this year, it's been this kind of the same pacing and stuff like that. It's just more shoved together, I guess.
Well, I think pacing doesn't really matter in this case. It's the music's the same.
Right.
I think Sam can correct me if I'm wrong, but it wouldn't matter if this aired 2 years from now. Sam would be like, I'm kind of tired of these songs sounding the same.
Yeah.
But if it's more of a yearly tradition kind of thing, I think you can excuse a rehash if it's kind of like a yearly tradition and it's coming, kind of what to expect, but you still get excited for it. We still get excited for holiday specials every year, like Grinch or something like that.
I don't know about that personally,
Well,
but
some
go
more than
on.
others, but
Difference.
you see the point.
We see the difference in personalities here.
If we know it's going to be an annual thing, that's fine. But when we get 2 or 3 kind of very close together, it's
So Sam's saying they're similar to what we've seen before. Justin saying they're not doing them too much. It's really just been once a year. Let me give counterpoints here. I think there's several songs we've gotten this year which are not in the similar molds of what we've seen before. This is counterpoint number 1. Something entirely new. Peace and Love, and especially I'm blanking out. Here Comes a Thought, I think are very different from what we've seen before. And that's 3 incredible songs. And that's that's 3 in my top 10. That's a big difference, I think, between, you could argue, I guess, Peace and Love is similar to Steven's songs. At the very least, Here Comes a Thought, I think is pretty unique for this show. There's no counterpoint number 1. Counterpoint number 2 is I think it's fine if they do the same thing over and over. I'm more on the Justin side on this, I guess, but.
I think the songs are great and I love them and I'm here for I'm waiting for every song, but I think Sam, it's not that I disagree with Sam. I see Sam's point.
I see Sam's point too. Yeah.
If we come into 2 if we go 2 more seasons and the songs are I love again, Here Comes a Thought. It's very different and something entirely new. I was listening to it before we started recording and it's an amazing song. It's very different than stuff we've had before, but some of the songs kind of sound the same. You kind of get tired of ukulele songs after a while, y'all. So.
Oh, you're just putting down Rebecca Sugar's entire existence right now.
I love
putting her on
but my thing
choice.
is, I think Sam has a good point. If we keep going with this and we keep, and that's part of what's so great about the show is the music. If the music isn't really evolving, if we don't really see a little bit of difference, it could get kind of stale. I love the music, but I think it's a valid point you got to consider.
Yeah, it's the analogy you brought in with with your favorite band releasing one album after another. Eventually, it's just gonna there's no evolution, and that's things start to get stale, and eventually inspiration runs out and the band stop existing. But I don't think that's gonna happen here. I don't think they're just gonna stop writing songs. But I don't know. I just feel like there should be something new, just something
entirely new. Is that what you would say?
Yes, exactly. Something entirely new, right?
Sam just wants something entirely
don't
new.
encourage
Sam
it.
just
the
wants
thing is,
like
we are getting that evolution,
Right.
I
So
mean,
I would argue that's something entirely new, Peace and Love, and especially Here Comes the Thought are kind of.
I mean, I would say having a few new songs doesn't we'll just have to see going more.
That's like a fifth of the. That's like a fifth of the songs this year. Like that's not that few. Maybe it is a few.
Okay. Let's something entirely new and.
You know what I mean? Like it's still only a fraction.
I can see that.
Whatever.
And we'll just have to see. Granted, also we've been oversaturated this year. Maybe it's not that great. Awesome. I loved Summer of Steven, but maybe this isn't a show that you should air like this. Granted, I think we'd all agree with that you shouldn't air it like that. But we'll just have to see.
An interesting counter argument against the Summer of Steven airing.
But I mean, Delaney brought up the point of we can only handle so many ukulele songs. We had one ukulele song this year, guys. Peace and Love was the only song with a ukulele.
We'll
fact check all of the songs kind of sound the same. That's the thing.
But look, you talk about the Steven songs being repetitive.
Demoed on a ukulele, I think, is what Delaney is trying to.
Yeah, which is bring up Still Not Giving Up, which no one's mentioned yet because it was one of the shorts. But that is very different for Steven. It's like he's changing too. We're seeing this change even in the cliche types of the Steven song, the Pearl Broadway East song. We're seeing new stuff being done in those same categories, which are going to stay because you only have so many characters. But we're seeing them change. We're seeing new stuff out of these characters, Steven especially.
Yeah, I don't know if the shorts are canon, but that is a good point.
They are canon.
Different. I don't know if it's canon to this discussion. Canon to this discussion. One last point, and then let's.
They're on the wiki you sent me.
They are on the
wiki. You brought this up.
I was about to say don't ignore the shorts, but I didn't. I already regret that. But so that is a notable song. The one he does, he sings in that fifth one or whatever. Two things. So one, I think Sam was about to take issue with the fact that some of the ones I'm naming are actually new molds. We'll go individually through them and we'll fact check that. And number two is, the last point I would say is, I do think this is the new album by the same artist, but I think it's in a lot of ways the better second album because, I think the Pearl song, I think It's Over, Isn't It, is better than Strong and Real, and I think I Need a Little Change are better than any, Don't Cost Nothing, I think, or any of the similar Greg songs before it. So
I will fight you because
I think we're improving.
Is still one of
right, that's not in the same mold, but
ever.
we can keep those separate because that's more the rock song as opposed to
the moment that I hit the
okay.
stick.
It was check your check your timestamps on that until Justin started singing on the Songs podcast. Whoever had the over 10 minutes has it. Okay, so let's go one by one through these, and we'll spend not that much time on the not notable ones and more time on the notable ones. Starting
I'll
with
fight you is what's notable.
I'll fight you is what's notable.
I'll fight you on the notable songs. We're going to spend 20
you'll fight me on. I don't think you have the. I don't think you have the authority, Justin, for this. So we have something entirely new here from the answer. I think we did do our songs discussion after the January ones. We can talk about it again anyway. Anyone have strong feelings on something entirely new?
I do.
I mean, it's great.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones. I think people continue to undervalue the answer as an episode. I think it's one of the best episodes of the show, and I think the sequence. The song is mostly about the sequence that goes along with it in the episode, but the song itself too. I think it's really great. Justin, what do you think about something entirely new?
It's cute. It's sweet. I love it. We hear Ruby and Sapphire singing, and we hear the undertones of other songs from the show, and it kind of, we knew before that when we heard Sapphire kind of humming the line of Stronger Than You in Jailbreak, but this was the song that really kind of confirmed that Fusion's songs evolve from their components, or that rather Stronger Than You was part of their Fusion song. Like Ruby and Sapphire's Fusion song came from something entirely new, and then that evolved into Stronger Than You. And I think that kind of connection, so yeah, it keeps them similar, but that kind of connection kind of grounds the show, keeps it in the same universe. And I think it's something really, really cool that they can establish those audio motifs, if you would, that kind of tie everything together. And I think it was a really important point in the show's kind of song lore, I'd even say.
Yeah, that's a good points about something entirely new. I didn't even remember that. It's been a while since we got the answer, but definitely a lot going on in that song, and that's I'm a big fan of that. That is on my top 10 list, and we'll go over that at the end. Peace and Love on Planet Earth, on the Planet Earth. This is my personal favorite Steven Universe song, like out of all of them. I'm not claiming it's the best. It'll be high up on my list, but this is my personal favorite. This is like the epitome of why I love the Steven songs, and just the Peridot element to it is incredible. And I love Steven teaching Peridot the like music through pattern recognition within the song. It's like my favorite thing. Yeah, just very, very much in love with the song. Other thoughts on it?
It was catchy.
Where does she get the key?
Yeah, that's a good question, Justin. Very pertinent. Yeah. That's my least favorite part of it, is she just pulls out a random key. It seems a little slapsticky, but yeah.
The song is slapsticky,
I don't think the song is slapsticky. I think the sequence is
slapsticky.
I don't think so.
The
It's
song
powerful.
Isn't. I
It's
mean,
powerful,
like
bro.
some of the gimmicks in like while they're doing it is, but not the song. Peridot's character is slapsticky.
Well,
I think you're all insane.
Yes, that's the.
Well, we guess you are too.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
That's
There
a
you go.
compliment.
So that was it until July, where we got all of the
Greg.
Mr. Greg songs. So let's go through them. We already talked about Like a Burger. Any thoughts on it?
I liked it.
From the moment the meat hits the flame.
Yeah.
It's catchy,
We'll do
man.
a sing-along separate podcast that only Justin will
Justin
be on.
will
So
host solo a sing-along podcast. That's the next roundtable. It's Justin's solo
Fight me.
sing-along.
I was looking for something to do Wednesday night. I will do this now.
Yes, he will record for himself. No. Yeah, it's a good opening to it, I think. It's only on for a little bit. Don't Cost Nothing is kind of the running song throughout this episode, and it is one of my favorites.
yeah, I really like it. I think it's probably my favorite. Well, some of the older Greg songs are like my
Yeah.
fave, but like for Greg, like I have separate categories, but
Oh,
it's really good. I like the reprise at the end with it. Like it's catchy. It's good. Like it's it's one of those songs that you can actually sing along to while they're like playing it. So that's always fun in a musical episode. So.
yeah, I think first of all, it's a really good song on its own. Second of all, the usage of it in the episode with the reprise at the end with Pearl is really incredible, I think.
It was
just
nice.
The best Pearl Greg moment. Canon, right? No one's going to fight me on that.
I guess. Yeah, sure.
Empire City. What do we think of Empire City?
Sucked.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
it. I actually
Fine.
liked it.
It's enjoyable.
I think it's fine, yeah.
I like it. Well, it's a little bit different. Like it's a little bit more upbeat than some of the other songs we get in the show. I really
Yeah,
like
this
it.
is them trying new things, right?
Empire City.
Yeah,
Let's
we
go.
did.
Empire City.
Maybe
Yeah.
I just don't like Greg's voice.
That might be it.
That's
Uh,
it.
What
Greg's not my
about Mr. Greg? Speaking of different things.
I liked it a lot.
There you go. So let's
I feel like it's the. I
Shake
feel
the
like
leg.
it's, kind
It's
of the
Mr.
worst
Greg.
yeah.
Outside of Like a Burger, I feel like it might be it might be the song that falls flat in the musical episode. It's
But
not my
Delaney,
favorite.
I think its
It's
usage
Mr.
is fine.
Greg.
It's not on its own. It's not strong, but I think its use in the song is fine.
Well, its
Like,
usage is fun, but
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not bad.
there's always going to be, in any musical, and I mean, you can fight me on this if you want, any musical is going to have songs that only are enjoyable in the context of the musical. And like when you take them away from that, it's like, I don't really want to listen to
Yeah,
it. But when
this
you're
is-
enjoying the musical, it's like, this is great.
This is what I said to Delaney about I Am Moana. Like, Delaney's like, that's the best song. And I'm like, that only plays well in the movie. So I don't know if she agrees with that or not. But, like, that's my argument
No,
for
I
songs like
don't.
that. But anyway.
I mean, I'll
Um,
argue with Dylan about Moana for like a week. So
we'll
it's fine.
we'll talk about it on the awards podcast.
Still
I
mad
guess.
that Try Everything wasn't nominated.
Okay.
Oh, Dylan, was You're Welcome nominated? I don't remember.
You're welcome. Got the 5th spot. Yes. So
Oh,
there you
I
go.
vote for it.
So then we have
Shakira deserves one of our awards.
It's Over, Isn't It? Is probably the
Duh.
song of the year. At least the one people
Yes.
talked about the most.
Duh.
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 Sam, thoughts?
I liked it a lot. It made me feel something.
Yeah. It's an incredible Pearl moment. It's animated beautifully. Sung beautifully, like, you know.
Just top quality.
Vintage Pearl.
It made me cry.
I think it's the evolution of the strong and the railway, like we're talking about, and it's just really, really good here.
I wept.
You wept? Did you actually
I
cry?
Yes, I legitimately sat there
Okay.
just crying, sobbing uncontrollably, and it was really, really kind of...
I know it kind of sounds like you're being sarcastic, but I think you're
No,
not.
I swear
so,
I'm
so I think
not
you're
kidding.
not. You know, so there you go. Yeah, no, I mean, we'll talk about this more when we're doing our rankings, I
I
guess,
was
because it's going to be up there for us. But yeah, that song's incredible. What about both of you?
Oh my god. Okay, I think both of you is severely underappreciated.
Yeah,
I love that song. I loved I really liked It's Over, Isn't It? Like, obviously, because it's amazing. But then when both of you, honestly, it play, talking about, sometimes placement in an episode, like both of you, potentially is more powerful than It's Over, Isn't It, in the episode.
Yeah, this
And
is
I
kind of
really loved it.
it's weird because this is the climactic song of the episode.
Right.
Oh,
And I loved it.
fuck
Both of you is in my rankings that we'll be talking about in a little bit. It's a beautiful song. It's Steven singing. It's Rose singing. Like, it's just so good. I love that song so much.
Yeah, I think
It's
I'm
nice. I liked it.
I'm one of the ones that underappreciates it, but maybe I'll take a closer look soon. Yeah, so we'll talk about that later, and Don't Cost Nothing reprise. There you go. I think I need a little change. Greg the Babysitter. Greg the Babysitter, one of my top 25 episodes of Steven Universe, maybe higher. We'll see. But I think the song's really, really good, and its function within the episode is incredible. Like, this is, spoiler, this will make my 10 slot in my top 10 now, overall.
I don't even remember it.
You
Like, at all.
I think it's a good song. Yeah, let's say rewatch Greg the Babysitter. It's a better episode than you remember. There you go. Thoughts, Justin?
I liked it. I like Greg. I like this song. It was cool.
Yep.
Let me drive my van into your watch.
Yeah, that doesn't count, I think. I
Yes,
think we're
it
not counting
does.
that. We're not counting that.
Because
No.
let me defend this because it means something in the context of the show. Because the first time we see Greg is this kind of down on his luck guy running a car wash, still happy, and we hear his song, Let Me Drive My Van Into Your Heart. And so to kind of come full circle of Greg's character arc and see kind of how he ended up where he was at the car wash, but still optimistic. It means something, and I think that it's it really ties together that era of the show. Before we move on and see kind of more mature Greg dealing with Steven, it kind of ties everything together very, very nicely. And I mean, yeah, it's a silly little throwaway gimmick, but in the context of the show, it really does mean something, and it's a callback that I think true fans would really appreciate, especially those of us who have been watching from episode 1. Like
Did he just call us out?
I don't know.
Yes, I did.
Why are you talking about
Let
that?
me be real with you here. I was watching since the episode 1 preview came out on iTunes. So
Yeah, that was unnecessary, Justin. I don't.
I've been
Justin
watching
getting
movie fights all day,
aggressive.
so
Yeah.
that may be where this is
There you
coming
go.
from.
I was about to say that's why you're a Greg expert, but I'll retract that now after that insult. So.
There you go.
Next is Love Like You from Bubbled, which I don't think counts.
It does what? How does that not count?
Because it's been in the end credits since
episode.
before this year, right? Like,
No,
Yes.
but not the full version.
we can talk about it. I love the full version of the song, and I think its usage
the
in this
full
episode
version's
is
awesome.
incredible.
I think it's kind of. I mean, it's revealed to us in 2016, so I guess that's fair. We can talk about it.
I didn't put this on my list because I don't think it counts, but
It wasn't in the show until 2016.
the end credits count as in the show.
Does it?
Yeah,
Would you count
No,
the
like, we
theme
didn't.
song?
We didn't have like the full
yeah,
song.
the theme
though.
song counts. We didn't have the full song though. That's true. I think it's used in Bubbled is great, and I love the song.
I think it's really good, and it's just one of those. I don't know. It's just really good. It's one of those powerful songs that makes you want to cry. So it's always like A+. So
Yeah, I'm a big fan. Okay, let's talk about Here Comes the Thought. Okay, Delaney.
no, I just love Here Comes the Thought. Like, it's just it's not like, okay, one Stevani song, yes, immediately sold.
I grew up
And
on
then-
Ali and AJ, so I agree.
Okay,
I assume that's a voice actress connection.
I just like the animation in this scene, the song, like all of it's just amazing. I mean, honestly, Here Comes the Thought. I mean, it competes pretty. I mean, we're all, It's Over and Isn't It the best song of the year, but like, I mean, Here Comes the Thought definitely is like competes. Like, it's not just it's immediately second. Like, you can argue about the two. It's just a great song. and
Those are
just the
both
scene-
nominated for our Song of the Year, so, and it is closer than you'd think. So I
Yeah.
will say that.
And it has Garnet. Like, it's just, what's there not to love about this song? It's a little bit different. It's one of the it's slower. It might be one of the slowest songs that we have. Like, in some of the parts, it's very
It is
gentle.
the longest. I do know that for a fact.
For me, I think the strength of this is definitely the sequence. Like, I think the song itself is great, but I think like the sequence surrounding it, that scene is really good. We'll hear more from that on the awards show, but like just the use of it in the episode, it's like the whole point of the episode. And
just the framing of it all and like watching it is an experience. So.
Yeah, that's very good. The song itself, I think, is I guess other people like it more than me because some people are like, this is the best song on the show. I mean, Rebecca Sugar played this at Comic-Con, and I loved it, and I listened to it a ton. And I think it's interesting than listening to the episode because it's different. But yeah,
Well, I think there's definitely there's some songs I sat and just listened to Stronger Than You on repeat for hours, and then I've done that with It's Over, Isn't It? And then some people can do that with Here Comes a Thought, some people can't. I think that's something we can talk about that with some of these songs. Their greatest strength is in the episode, which is where it should be. That's the point. It's in the show. And then some of those songs that you could put on your iPod and listen to all day, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Justin, any thoughts on this one?
I like it a lot. I think it's a really good song. I think it means a lot to me personally, and I think it's just really, really good, and I'm glad we got it.
Yeah. Sam?
Everybody's going to hate me if I say something, so I'm going to
Okay,
shut
Sam.
up.
Well, the contrarian opinion.
No,
yeah,
you
take
say
that as
something
being
to
I didn't...
take the heat off of me.
Yeah. No, but I think also the song's notable for not being written for the show or directly about the show.
Right.
This is kind of just a general song that Rebecca Sugar wrote, and more emotionally impactful in that way. Potentially less character resonant, although it certainly ties into the characters in the episode for sure. We have the stuff from the shorts. We're not going to talk about Crying Back for Sons, Justin, and the Steven Still Not Giving Up song, which I think we talked about enough already, and we don't talk about it anymore. But
I didn't talk about it. I wasn't on the shorts episode.
no, you referenced it earlier. That's what I mean. It's good. There you go. Right? I like that short.
It's really good, and I mean, it's an insight into, because we haven't gotten a lot of Steven songs this year, and it's nice to get a little insight into what he's thinking. You know?
Yeah. And then last is Three Gems and a Baby, or I Could Never Be Ready. This is another Greg intro song, right?
Yeah.
Thoughts on this?
Yawn.
I think it's I think it might be the weakest of the Greg songs.
Yeah, I mean, we're comparing it to stronger ones, but I think that this is
Right.
weaker than the other two that we discussed, yeah.
Well, I think in general it might be the weakest.
Oh, interesting. Potentially. Okay. Now we've went through all of them. So, number one song of the year. Delaney.
I have a list. I mean, it's I don't know. I don't need to look at the list to tell you this, but I think I do love Here Comes a Thought, but I think It's Over, Isn't It is the best song of the year. It's just, it makes you want to cry. That the whole entire scene with Pearl is ridiculous, and you're just oh my god, they wanted this to be the song of the year. They wanted to hurt me, and it's the best.
Wanted to hurt you, and they succeeded. There you go.
Yep.
Justin.
They got me.
I'm going to take the contrarian opinion on this and say Still Not Giving Up is my favorite and best song of the year.
I thought we were banning that one, though.
No, why are we banning it?
I thought that we retracted the shorts from the list.
No, you said you regret doing it, but then you didn't retract
that's true.
it.
Other than second, though, what would you say?
Second,
if I retract
either Here Comes a Thought or It's Over, Isn't It? But
okay. That's not you need to have hotter takes than that, Justin.
Okay, Here Comes the Thought. Jeez.
Okay, there you go. There's the hot take.
I have a list prepared for the record.
Yeah, so do I for the record. So we're prepared.
Compiling quickly.
Sam, number one.
All the songs that were in Last One Out of Beach City because I feel like they were good.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't talk about those. They don't really count.
But, they aren't actually songs that were written for the show, but I like them.
Correct.
Yeah, but neither
That's
was,
fair.
neither was Here Comes a Lot. It
was written by Rebecca Sugar and originally performed by the cast, while the Mike Kroll songs you could separate, but I think they still count.
Yeah,
I like them a lot.
It's possible. They're not on this list, but yeah, those are also worth noting. Let's go. I would say It's Over, Isn't It? Probably, Sam, of the other ones. For you?
What?
Do you agree?
I don't care. Sure.
Oh, no.
Why not?
Yes,
that's what I voted for in the awards.
That's what I voted
Okay, so
for.
yes, the answer is yes then. That's what you, okay.
Thank you, Sam.
Let's go through our list. Delaney, what's your number two? Yours would be Here Comes a Thought.
Yeah, Here Comes the Thought.
Yeah, mine would be Peace and Love, as I
I
talked
knew it.
about. That would be my number one favorite. I put that
For
at
the record,
4.
I didn't look at Dylan's list. I like to have surprises when we record.
We've had Justin's 1 to 3. Delaney, what's your third?
Mine is actually Peace and Love.
Okay.
Which it's really close though, because it's close to my number 4. But I really did like that Peace and Love. That's a really good song, and also Peridot. Duh.
Yeah, like Peridot. I mean, come on. That's our only Peridot song, right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Peridot should sing more.
Well,
Hot
Peridot
take.
should sing.
Yeah. I got Something Entirely New as my number 3. Above Here Comes the Thought. Yeah, whatever. It's not a disrespect. I think Here's Something Entirely New is incredible. So that's my 3. Here Comes the Thought is 4. What's your 4, Delaney?
My 4 is actually Both of You, because I think that song is severely underappreciated, and I love that song. I love Both of You. I think it's really great. The scene's really powerful. It's just really good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I need to have something entirely new in my top 5. So
okay, is that your 5? No pitch. So there you go.
It is my 5. Yes.
Okay, and then I have I think I Need a Little Change is 5 of the year. But Justin, I have redone my top 10 songs. Because Justin and I had articles on overlyanimated.com blog ranking our top 10 songs. And now my number 10 is Don't Cost None. So there you go. That made my top 10. I don't know if that'll hold because I knocked out Haven't You Noticed I'm a Star, and I really want that to stay on.
That one's really good.
Yeah. I also knocked out Giant Woman, Full Disclosure, and Lapis Lazuli.
You knocked out Giant Woman?
I know. That's like that's the thing though. That song's not as good as these ones this year. It's the original though.
Well, I mean, I guess I would have a top 10 that's like the best, and I have a top 10 that's my faves, and Giant Woman would be like my top 5 of my faves.
I can understand that. Yeah.
Like I sing that song to myself. Like when I'm bored, I'm just like I just start singing it. That's how catchy that song is. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. The original, and you need to pay tribute to it, of course. And then 9, I think a Little Change. 8, Be Wherever You Are, which was higher before, but then got pushed back a little. Vintage Steven. 7, Here Comes the Thought. 6, Something Entirely New. 5, Strong in the Real Way. 4, Peace and Love. 3, It's Over, Isn't It? And then Stronger Than You and Do It For Her. 2 and 1. So I would not rank It's Over, Isn't It above Do It For Her or Stronger Than You. Does anyone disagree?
I do.
I would.
Which
I'd
one?
have to really think.
Which one would you rank it over?
Me?
Anyone? Do Justin first.
I'm going to give you real quick my re-ranked top 10. This is not written. This is just a hot take.
Okay.
Let's see. What am I moving? Okay, I'm going to go actually backwards here. Number 1, I'm keeping as Full Disclosure. Duh, everyone knows my thoughts on that. Number 2, I'm going to say is, oh gosh, what's the name of that song? I'm going to say, Still Not Giving Up is number 2. 3, I say, Here Comes a Thought. 4, It's Over, Isn't It? 5, Do It For Her. 6, I'm saying Stronger Than You. I'm actually knocking out Strong in a Real Way and What Can I Do? I'm saying just like a comment, just a comment, whatever it is the next one, which would be 7. And then I'm leaving Be Wherever You Are as 8, then putting Something Entirely New as 9, and Haven't You Noticed I'm a Star at 10.
All right, let's recap your 1 to 3 because I zoned out. let's recap that.
1 is Full Disclosure, 2 is Still Not Giving Up, and 3 is Here Comes the Thought.
Okay. So completely Do It For Her and Stronger Than You, not in your top 3. The people are not going to stand for that, Justin.
They were in my top 3.
They're not going to stand for that, Justin. That is not.
It's my top 3.
Irrelevant. Delaney, would you put It's Over, Isn't It over either of those two?
I actually now don't hold it. Like later, we could record a podcast. And my opinion could change. I need to do a complete re-listen and like gather my soul.
That's what this is supposed to be.
But I think right now I would put It's Over, Isn't It above Do It For Her, but under Stronger Than You. Granted, these are all like really close together. Like,
thank you. You're preserving the integrity of the podcast by having Stronger Than You at 1 because other people disagree. I still Do It For Her.
So it'd be Stronger Than You's number 1, and then it'd be It's Over, Isn't It, and then Do It For Her.
I don't know why we even mentioned Do It For Her is also in the same vein as Strong in the Real Way and It's Over, Isn't It? So,
right.
Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't. That's my bad. Sam, any definitive take on this over those 3 songs? Like, which is your favorite of those
Cookie
3?
Cat 1 through 10.
Do you think they're all similar?
1 through 10.
What? Sure. Yes, I do. I think Do It For Her and Stronger Than You, I guess, or so. I don't know, dude.
And you'd have It's Over below them. Okay. No,
I don't really care. You guys are missing out on like songs like What Can I Do and Tower of Mistakes and like good songs.
You should do your top 10 on the blog.
What Can I Do was 4 on my list before
Sam's
this. Okay.
Yeah, Justin has a little bit of an indie list too. Sam's super indie Steven Universe song list. There you go.
I mean, Tower of Mistakes is like quality though. Like, I would agree with Sam.
Quality. There you go.
Quality,
yeah.
I'm doing a hand motion. You probably can figure out
I can't
which
see
one.
it, Delaney. This is not a video podcast.
Dylan,
it's not.
Now the hand motion is changing.
I don't know what hand motion you.
I don't like that hand motion, and I know what that one is.
Yeah,
not a video podcast. So there you go. Let us know what your updated top 5 or something would be. Top 5, baby, and what your thoughts on what we discussed. Why we're undervaluing Here Comes a Thought. Some of you probably have that as 1 overall now. I'm seeing from the awards voting, people really like that one. Like, I
didn't like that one at all.
People really like that song. I'm telling you.
But And are those people out there with me about that? Both of you is severely underappreciated.
Yeah, I
Join
think there's
me.
those people too. I'm glad that you brought that up because there's definitely people that say that too. I will reevaluate that one. Final thoughts on anything we've discussed here, rankings, the songs in general, Delaney.
There's just been some really stellar songs this year, and hopefully we'll get even better ones. Like I'm with Sam really about the songs do kind of sound, they sound pretty similar, and it'd be nice to have some different. I mean, we've definitely evolved from, though Cookie Cat is one of my favorites. We have evolved greatly from Cookie Cat. We'll just have to see where we go.
No love for Cookie Cat in our top 10s. I don't know what's
love
up with
Cookie
that.
Cat.
Cookie Cat is
in my top 10. We just don't know yet.
Sam, would that be in Sam's indie top 10 list? Cookie Cat.
Yeah, because Cookie Cat is literally the only Steven Universe song I have on my computer.
That
is high praise. Yeah, no, we should. So there you go.
You're ruining it because I was gonna do the Cookie Cat rap when you were gonna come to me, but I can't do it anymore.
Oh,
I did it the last song podcast.
Okay,
so.
Well, you actually remember that. That's impressive.
Yes.
So we'll refer to that one then for Sam's Cookie Cat rap. Yeah, good stuff here. Let us know thoughts on any of that. And this is a frequent roundtable topic. We'll certainly revisit this at some point. Hopefully,
do I not get a final thought?
I think I asked you for your final thoughts. Did I not?
No, you said Delaney, and then you just said.
I guess I guess I forget everyone. Justin's so forgettable.
Do.
There you go. Okay, Justin, what's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are twofold. First off, I'd like to apologize for my hostility.
I completely forgot about that, Justin. It's so incongruous with your image. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what's my image? I don't want to know. And my second part of my thoughts are tears of sorrow, tears of joys. There'll be tears to the very end. Food with feelings, crying breakfast, friends.
God.
So
I knew that was going to happen. I saw that coming.
So I thought we were saving that for the sing alone, but that's coming soon to some other podcast feed. Is the Justin sing alone podcast?
What do you mean some other podcast feed?
Things Justin does.
I'm not sure which feed it is, but it will be a separate one.
We'll just make a list. It'll just be called Justin, and it'll just be like things Justin does.
Is that the next blog post?
Is that where we're putting my Total Drama podcast? Is in the Justin list?
Yes, there you go. That'll be in the new category on the separate iTunes feed is the Justin things.
Just
Justin.
my face, not even a logo, just my face.
People would subscribe to that, I think, probably. You surprisingly have fans, so
thank you.
You do actually, though. No, you do though. It's been proven.
Justin fans are interesting. I
apologize for the remarks there, but there you go. This is continuing the dynamic that we've established here. What else we got? I think that's it. Let us know comments. Overlyanimated.com for everything about this podcast. You can search for us at the Overly Animated Podcast on any of your podcatchers, and consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thank you very much to our patrons: Mitch Cordell, Beatrice, Nate, Andy, Jamie, Rachel, John, Ryan, Catherine, Taylor, Devon, Jay, John, Finish, and Victoria, Katrin, Steve, aka Free Mitch Corner, Steve Beach, James, Nathan, Flay, Buzz Like Your Mailman, Richard Rose, John Rabo, Brian, Cookie Cat, as mentioned on this podcast, Needle, Diamond Day, Jewel Garfield, Fusion, Skylark, Katrin, and frequent commenter Steve. Not the person, but the not really the
Steve's not
dessert.
A person?
No, we're talking about who we're referencing with the Cookie Cat. I don't think we really referenced the item Cookie Cat, more the song and mention of it within the show.
I don't remember.
Is what I would say.
Who you are?
You were gonna rap it. Remember that part?
I do, but I don't remember whose nickname is Cookie Cat, even though it's in the same list.
It's Catherine's nickname.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That's one of our better nicknames, Sam, I would say. So, we gotta keep that. But yeah, patreon.com/overlyanimated. And, this podcast is going to be posted on the, Patreon group on Facebook first, like several days before it's coming out. That's one of the perks of becoming a patron in the $5 tier or above. You can look at that at patreon.com/overlyanimated. Coming up, the OVA's award ceremony, name pronunciation to be determined, a top 5 animated things list, which I'll narrow down maybe or not, coming up next week. And then potentially some random movie, animated movie ones coming up at various points this next week, and then in the first week of 2017. So thank you guys very much for listening. Also always open to roundtable topics, and you can send those to us anywhere. We're going to do predictions at some point, but I think we're safe on holding off on that one because I don't think the show
Send them to my
is.
house.
Send them to Sam's house. Yes, I don't think we will be.
I don't think we'll letter to me and then send it to me.
I guess
at 123 Rainbow Lane. The Mushroom Kingdom.
Appropriate for this
I live on
show.
Rainbow Road, and it's because it's Rainbow Lane. It's different.
That's the knockoff Rainbow Road.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
yeah,
I mean,
there you
the
go.
rainbow. It's like not a real rainbow. It's fake.
It's
It- it's- it-
it is the road where you go.
When
There
you
go.
die.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like 10 years ago, right?
I love that video.
This is like vintage internet. Okay. There you go. Thanks guys for listening, and we'll see you
Welcome
next
to
time.
Come.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.